Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk on ChatGPT, a revolution in digital world. Now it's an opportunity for the seekers to know about more things and learner to learn more and more things. It is making the things easy for many people, and it is one of the revolution I can say in the digital world. So we will see today what is ChatGPT and how we can use it for betterment of our learning. So ChatGPT is a large language model developed by OpenAI. It's based on the GPT, that is generative pre-trained transformer architecture, and trained on a massive data set of a text. ChatGPT can be fine-tuned for a wide range of natural language processing tasks such as language translation, text summarization, question answering, and text generation. It can also be used for chatbot and virtual assistant, as it able to understand and respond user input and human-like way. One of the key features of ChatGPT is the ability to generate human-like text, which makes it well suited for tasks such as writing, content creation, and dialogue systems. It is built on the transformer architecture, which allows the model to handle large amount of data, and also it can process the input in parallel, which enable faster training and inference. ChatGPT is pre-trained on a massive amount of text data, which enables it to have a wide range of knowledge and understanding of language. However, it always important to remember that ChatGPT is a machine, and the text whatever you see on the screen, it's also generated by ChatGPT. And in many contexts, we cannot express or we cannot say the machine expresses the things as human being, but there are many things which can make this ChatGPT uh, use, I can say. So we will be speaking on that one. Now, how it works? ChatGPT is a variant of transformer architecture, which is a deep learning algorithm that introduced in 2017 paper called "Attention is All You Need" by Google researchers. The transformer architecture is particularly well suited for natural language processing tasks because it is enable process input sequence of variable length in parallel, which allows for faster training and inference times. The key component of transformer architecture is attention mechanism, which allows model to selectively focus on different parts of the input sequence when generating the output. This allows model to generate more coherent and contextually appropriate text. The GPT version of a transformer architecture pre-trained on a massive dataset text and uses variant of the transformer called auto-generated transformer. This means that generate each token of the text sequentially, conditioning on the previous tokens. In ChatGPT model, it is fine-tuned on a specific task. So we will see some tasks at the end of this video, such as answering questions or generating text. This fine-tuned process allows model to turn task-specific information and generate more accurate and relevant text, which was missing in Google, I can say. The fine-tuning process is done by training the model with supervised learning approach, where the model is trained on a labeled data set where the input is the text and the output is the label. This allows model to learn relationship between input and output, and it has a huge uh, modules, or you can say huge hardware set, which is generating a text to meet the needs of the user. Next, some few applications, I can say very few, but there are can be many possibilities here. Chatbots is one of the application. Chatbot can be or a tune generate human like text, which it an ideal tool for building chatbots that can understand and respond natural language input, and which can be used in specific applications wherein the text generation is regenerative. The content generation, the ChatGPT can use to generate high quality text for variety of applications such as news article, product description, and social media post. Not only this one, this PPT itself is made by using ChatGPT. The content, whatever you see, it's made by ChatGPT. The language translation, the ChatGPT fine-tuned perform language translation. It can be trained on a parallel dataset where the input is one language and output is another language. So we have even with my experience, I performed some of the tasks on based on the ChatGPT, and I have got good responses in our language. Of course, the language what we speak, Kannada, may not be exactly translated, but somewhere it has done the justice to the content. The text summarization. ChatGPT can be generate concise summary of longer text. It can be trained on a dataset where the input is a long text and output is short summary. So for writing the summary of any article, this can be very useful. Text completion, the ChatGPT can be used to complete text. Given a prompt, it can fine tune, understand context of text and generate coherent and relevant text. So whenever we see like something story writing, so if we miss some points and if we are not able to link the story, it can help us to generate that one. Question and answering, of course, one of the best thing what it can do. ChatGPT can be fine-tuned to answer questions. It can be trained on a data set where the input is a question and output is an answer. Sentiment analysis, the ChatGPT can be fine-tuned for to classify sentiment of text. It can be trained on a data set where the input is text and output is a sentiment, wherein you can categorize it as positive, neutral or negative. The text classification, one more application of ChatGPT which can be fine-tuned to classify text into different categories. It can be trained on a data set where the input is text and output is in category. So these are the very few I can say, and some of the examples I'm going to show how it works on a ChatGPT. So let us use this ChatGPT. So to use it, I will open the browser. So this is a ChatGPT browser. You can type it chat.openai.com and you can log in through your uh, Gmail ID, and you can generate anything. Like if I want to create a story of an elephant, so let us ask ChatGPT to create content for me. So I'll ask like write story on elephant. Write story on elephant. So if you give something like this, it will start generating a story on elephant. Now you can see the story, what it is doing and how it is linking the story with the whole background and how it's creating a drama out of it. So it's a very interesting tool. Again, you can see it is linking its village, how it is victorious and how it is working with a Raja. Okay, and you can see the whole story. Okay, whole story and a conclusion, or you can say the climax of the story. Not only this one, for a learner, there is a challenge that how to learn any language for programming. So the whole concept of OpenAI from the perspective of programmer or a developer is to have a solution for their problem. Let me say like let us generate C programming C program for for prime number. So if you give this kind of input, it will generate a program. You can see. So positive number, if you enter, and it will check whether it is divisible by 2, and the flag, if flag is 1, it is not a prime number. If flag doesn't equal to 1, it means it is a prime number. Now you can see it has generated the code within no time, and it also explained the code what it is writing. It's not only with the C program, it can write any program with an explanation. Of course, we have to validate it once. If we take this code and type it in a particular compiler and execute through some compiler and see output whether it is correct or not. So, but it somewhere I can say 80 to 90% code is correct. We need to visualize it. We need to understand the syntax part. It will take care of it. Okay. So there the programmer will get a benefit which nobody can give them. And of course for the learner, for students, it's a amazing tool. So let me again go further and ask ChatGPT how to develop the Android app. So now it will give steps to develop an Android app. So if a learner follows all these steps, he will be ending up with an application. Okay, so see here how it is developing. Fifth step, it is saying testing the app, publishing the app. So from initial scratch level to the totally putting onto the web, it will help you in that way. Not only this one, this is all technical programming perspective, but if you go through management perspective, so in a management perspective, completion of the project and steps involved in the project plays a very important role. So let us have a division of the work in a project. So you can say write project plan, write a project plan, write project plan. Okay, let me see. So it will write a project plan, how it works. So introduction part, project management part, you can see planning part, execution part, and monitoring and control, closure of the project, and appendices required for it. Okay, so this is a general project plan. Even it says it plays a very important role, wherein it says doesn't follow the things blindly. You need to observe and you need to understand, and you need to, again I can say, refilter yourself or refilter the things and make it useful for you as you require. So this is one of the amazing tool, I can say. Even you can use this one for the any application, I can say. And few samples I have taken here. I hope this will benefit many of us. So once again, I thank OpenAI for coming up with this kind of tool and making a learning a fun and not a complex thing. Okay, so this will be a very good initiative, and it will definitely or I can say it's a just a revolution in a digital world. So thank you once again.